Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you are all safe and well during these trying times. I am the Curious Owlbear, and I'm continuing the series where I give you ideas for random encounters that don't suck. Today, we're back in the city after a long, arduous adventure. Let's dive in. The adventuring party has finally returned to a familiar town where they quickly retire at the local inn. They're served food and drink aplenty before a small group of bards takes the stage with string instruments. The bards play a soft accompaniment as the Aasimar innkeeper assumes his own place on stage. The innkeeper settles themselves and asks the audience for a subject. Then, he launches into story after story about major characters in lore, heroes that save towns, and terrible dragons that rampage the countryside. It's up to you as the DM to relay any particular stories from lore that apply to your campaign, or you can use the opportunity to give the player some backstory that will help them in the future. Later in the evening, the characters are joined in the inn by a small group of GIF mercenaries. They're instantly recognizable as they appear like walking hippos strapped with firearms. These mercenaries are well known for their loyalty to whoever pays the highest price. Additionally, they're known for the firearms they carry and religiously protect. This is a great encounter if you have any characters that are particularly interested in firearms, or in becoming a mercenary, as these GIF will have contacts with many members of the town who hire mercenaries regularly. The following day, the town is alive with activity as a traveling circus arrives. They set up several large tents on the town's outskirts and begin bringing in the performing animals, erecting carnival game booths, and some of the performers meet the crowd. It's likely that almost all of the townsfolk will attend the carnival in the evening, and the players are welcome to join in the games and events. They may even locate some of the shadier gambling games that take place outside of the public eye. During the night's events, the party runs into a female tabaxi hunched on the side of the path. If they stop and speak to her, they will find that she has a stomach ailment from eating food that was thrown out by the local innkeeper. She can be cured of her ailment through the use of a lesser restoration spell or other similar magic, but she's been down on her luck for a long time. The tabaxi is a pretty decent singer, and was brought to the town many years ago by a manager who promised that she would play in the best taverns in the realm. However, soon after her arrival, things went south. The manager took most of her earnings, and when the crowd stopped coming to see her show, she was let go from her position. Since then, she's found some work as a maid, a cook, or a maintenance worker. This encounter provides the group with an opportunity to hire a trustworthy employee, help the tabaxi find other work, or cure her ailment before moving on. The party attends one of the bigger promotions at the carnival, and during their time in the crowd, they overhear a heated conversation between two individuals who discuss some business dealings. It's up to you as the DM to decide exactly what the argument is about. One of the individuals may have tried to slight the other. One of the individuals may not have provided the correct shipment of goods. Or they could discuss something even shadier. Whatever the case, the next morning finds one of these individuals badly beaten or even murdered. This type of encounter could become the highlight of the session as the group attempts to solve the mysterious crime. During their time at the carnival, a keen eye in the group spots a noteworthy individual. They may be a public figure, a member of the royal family, or a local rich person. However, for one reason or another, this individual is concealing their identity by dressing down to match the crowd. They may have even taken some time to wear a simple face disguise, but that doesn't fool your players. They'll be able to follow the person to learn more about why they're attending the event, why they're dressing down, or just a little more about them. One tent at the carnival is very peculiar. Nestled in the very back of the campground is a small darkened tent that, even though it was erected yesterday, seems to have fallen into disrepair. Inside is a beautiful scene of nature. A small pond with swimming fish, surrounded by a small grove of trees and shrubbery. However, everything in the tent appears to be mechanical in nature. As seeds fall from the tree's branches, they are snapped up by the mechanical fish, who in turn expire, and their mechanical pieces fertilize the ground, which provides sustenance to the plant life. However, something in this process appears to be amiss, as some of the fish have stopped swimming, some of the seeds are not falling, and the water in the pond has not been filtered in some time. The players will need to find the issue with the mechanics in order to get this room back to working condition. And it's up to you as the DM to decide exactly what function this room provides. Unfortunately for the party, there are some dangerous guests in the crowded tents of the carnival. Vampires have taken the opportunity to infiltrate the proceedings to look for new recruits as well as meals. These evil undead may corner the group in an attempt to welcome the players to undeath, or they may be noticed by the party as they abduct a victim. Whatever the case, the group will have a harrowing battle ahead of them. Now, there are several varieties of vampires in official manuals, so you can decide exactly what type of vampire your party can handle. Just remember that vampire spawn cannot turn other creatures into vampires. In that case, it may be prudent to have the vampire spawn attempt to drag one of the players off to a lair. As the group explores the traveling circus, they notice a large cage covered by a dark blanket. If the group investigates, they will find a hellhound kept here by one of the circus members. Unfortunately for the group, this hellhound is not friendly in the slightest. If they let it out of the cage, it will instantly attack with its fire breath ability, which deals a considerable amount of damage for a challenge rating 3 creature. It will likely not be able to make use of its pack tactics unless your group is high enough level to take on 2 of these formidable creatures. Also living in the town is an evil wizard. The group may have a reason to encounter this foe, as the wizard has accumulated a large number of magical artifacts that tempt adventurers to enter his abode. Most adventurers are unsuccessful in their attempts, and the magical items that they carry often find their way into the evil wizard's collection. You can create a character sheet for this evil wizard if you'd like more control over the character, or you can utilize the mage or archmage stat blocks at the end of the monster manual. If your group is high enough level, then I highly recommend the Finger of Death and Power Word Kill spells for this foe. And that brings us to the end of today's City Encounters. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to smash that subscribe button, as there are more D&D videos just around the corner. If you have ideas or requests for future videos, I'd love to read about them in the comments section below. Until next time, be safe, be excellent to each other, and stay curious, adventurers.